Bob season is vastly approaching us, and listen, y'all, Outre Breanne did not come to play with us, not at all, no games. So stay tuned for this review because it's one you do not want to miss. What's up guys? So y'all already know I got Outre Breanne in my hands. She is from the Melted Hairline collection, and it is a cute, gorgeous, sleek but textured bob. And I have mine in the dark root ginger brown color. I just really like their color blend for the dark root ginger brown. I already know y'all must like it on me too, because y'all always be dropping comments like I love that color on you. So we all on the same page here about the ginger brown. Anyway, so I already feeling this like straight out the package. You can get a close up. Y'all already know I love how Outre does their lace. They get it on point for every skin tone. It is a pre-plucked hairline, and they did a really good job on this pre-plucked hairline. Melted Hairline collection, you already know, gives you a good amount of lace space in the front so you can have that fake frontal effect, a nice little parting area, and it also has the adjustable straps in it. You know, you have your combs, two on the sides, one in the back, and you also have the adjustable straps in there. So I'm going to try the wig on for you guys that like it, you know, pop on and go style, so y'all can see what it looks like if you do nothing to it but chop off the lace and go about your day. And you guys, listen, y'all can already see it. Like, it's really a wig that if you aren't into doing a whole lot, you don't have to do a whole lot. Like, she's already sitting pretty, and I haven't even done anything really yet. Like, I'm so impressed with Breanne, like so impressed. The only thing we're gonna have to work on is that hump at the top, but we can work on that. I love how the hairline has the dips in it. It makes it look super natural compared to like when the hairline is just straight. When it's straight, it looks real wiggish. When it's got like the dips in it, that's making it look super natural. Like, y'all see that? The pre-plucking game is on point, like, yes. Not to mention, they got us fully covered ear to ear. No hair left out whatsoever. I really love Outre for that, because some wigs be leaving my hair out all on the sides. It also comes with baby hair. Y'all know, if you watch my videos, I prefer to pluck out some of those baby hairs, so it really looks like it's coming out my scalp with that no baby hair effect. If you're someone who likes to use baby hairs, I recommend leaving them because you're gonna need them. But if you're like me and you prefer little to no baby hair, then go ahead and pluck them out at the front just a little bit, and it will add on to how natural that hairline is. Like, look at that hairline after I just plucked at the front just a little bit. Looks so good. So of course we know this is a transparent lace, so I am tinting it using my lace tint. Mine is from Don't Touch My Hair. Y'all know I say this every video. I really like this one. I always say use a watery base lace tint when you're gonna do it. I also sealed it with the Got to Be Glued spray, and then I blow dried it dry for about like 2 minutes or so. It does not take very long to dry at all. And look how much better that looks to my skin tone. A good lace tint is a game changer. I don't even care if you get the one I'm using. Just a good lace tint really does change the game. I never have to put any makeup on my lace anymore or touch it up afterwards. Like, it really just melts into my skin no matter what wig it is. Like, it's a human hair wig, synthetic wig, any kind of wig is blending once I use a good lace tint. So I recently got a comment. Someone asked me about how I position my wigs on my head right. And honestly, for me, I just like to find the spot on my forehead where it looks the best, and then also make sure that it covers the majority of my hairline. Of course, with the Outre wigs, I really don't have a problem with that at all, because they give me enough lace space to where I can sit it right and then still cover all of my hair. So now I'm taking care of this hump at the top. It wasn't a really bad hump, but it was just, you know, not sitting in place. You know, we want our wigs on flat. So I had to take care of that. I used a little bit of setting foam. Mine is from the Don't Touch My Hair in the coconut. I really like that setting foam in particular because it's got a really nice hold to it. Like, I noticed that about that. It's got a really solid hold. So any like strong holding foam, I think will do you good. I didn't have to use like a hot comb or anything when I used the mousse and the blow dryer. So I was really happy about that. I've been into cutting and installing my wigs piece by piece lately, And I think that's probably like the best way for beginners if you're new to installing your wigs. And I say that because yes, it's a little more tedious than just slapping, you know, some adhesive all over your hairline and then putting the wig on. But I feel like you have more room to be precise. You have more room to, you know, go slow and possibly make mistakes and correct them. It just gives you a lot more room to just play with it as a beginner. So I definitely recommend going piece by piece if you're new to installing your wigs. You already know if you watch my channel, I like to go in with the Got to Be Glued in the yellow tube and also follow it up with a Got to Be Glued spray. It doesn't have to be the Got to Be Glued spray. I think any good holding hairspray that you like will do. I am particular to the Got to Be Glued in the yellow tube though. I feel like out of any gel that I've ever used to install a wig, that is always giving me the best hold. So I am particular about that, but other than that, you can really use whatever you want. I know you can only really do this with like the first install, but I love leaving the lace on after putting the gel or the glue under the lace because you can just get such a clean install. You don't have to worry about any little hairs getting into, you know, the stickiness of the glue or gel that you're using. Like, it's just so much easier having that lace there. But, you know, that's just the first install. After you cut the lace off, you're never going to be able to apply it like that again. But I just love that. For each section, I am blow drying until it is completely dry because I don't want to cut the lace off and it still be a little damp. Like, I want this completely dry before I start cutting anything off. And I repeat the same exact process for the two other sections as well. When you're layering the Got to Be Glued in the yellow tube, the gel, you don't want to use too much at a time. Like, layer it because you want it to dry clear. You don't want a residue mess on your head because that is super annoying. And as you can see, literally, I'm just doing the same thing over and over, pressing that lace in, getting it all like tacky and just into the skin so it can have a really nice melt. I definitely feel like this wig is big head friendly. If you were to get this and feel like you need a little more room, you could always cut out the elastic band. But I definitely feel like it's enough room for everyone to wear this wig. Like, the fit is nice. I didn't feel too snug. It wasn't giving me a headache, nothing like that. So they did a really good job with that. And do y'all see just how human hair like this texture looks? You want to talk about a human hair dupe just on fibers alone? Like, this hair really mimics human hair. And I know I did the most with that, but that is just how I'm feeling about the fibers. These are really good fibers, you guys. Like, it's not quite like, I wouldn't say it's like a yaki or a kinky texture, but I wouldn't put it as a silky either. They just did a very good job of mimicking like a human hair bob wig. Like, it's just giving everything it's supposed to give. It's not stiff. It's just moving. It's not doing too much, not too shiny, not too dull. Like, I'm just really impressed with this wig. I'm using my Got to Be spray to go over the front of the hairline where, you know, I was cutting the lace. So obviously the lace is going to come up just a tad. So retacking that down real quick, just the very front of the hairline. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side once I cut that lace off too. And do y'all see what I mean about a good lace tint? Look at this blend. I ain't even put my elastic band on it for the full meltdown yet. Now I am. But y'all see how it was blending even before that? A good lace tint will do you good. So while I had the elastic band on, or not, a little malfunction there, I had the band on for a good like 5-10 minutes. So we were still good to go, but I wasn't ready for it to pop off like that. But yeah, so while I had the band on, I was working on styling the unit. I wanted the front area to kind of push back but come forward a little bit. So that's why I sprayed it with some hairspray to help hold it in place. I combed it though to help spread that spray out because I didn't want it to, you know, clump my wig up or anything. And then I took a dab of water and I'm just cleaning off the front of my hairline where I did have a little bit of residue mess. I also went ahead and just added one little tiny swoop to the front of the hairline just because you really didn't need to. Like, this hairline looks really good. I really didn't have to do that, but I added a little bit just because. So that's what I'm doing here, is just adding my little swoop of baby hair to finish it off. I don't prefer like big, thick baby hair because I just feel like it's too much for my forehead. So that's why I typically go for like that light, subtle look. I don't think anything's wrong with like going for extra baby hairs. I just think it doesn't look right on me because it's already taking up so much like forehead space that I really don't have like that. So that's why I take like thin amounts of the baby hair and I try to just make mine like kind of subtle. Like I just want it to look like, you know, the little tiny thin choppy pieces of hair on your hairline. That's what I prefer to go for over like the dramatic kind of baby hair. I think it looks pretty. I love it. It looks so artistic on other people. It just don't work on me. So I just, you know, add a little bit here and there. So, of course, I had to finish it off with some setting powder in that part to brighten it up and make it more prominent. And then we were good to go. Outre Melted Hairline Breanne. Y'all, they came with it with this one. Definitely a great purchase if you're interested. I will have the details down below in the description box. Thanks, guys, so much for watching, and I see you in my next one. Bye.